The giant zombie hand hits the eastern wall and breaks it. The zombie hand also turned into a zombie cannon and shot laser beams. Kasha and the other soldiers stand into formation. They were already having a hard time with the zombies, but now this giant one has come. This monster is not like any other zombie. Its name is Abomination. Undead beings formed from countless corpses merging together. There's someone controlling the Abomination from behind. Zombies and skeletons are naturally occurring undead, born from death aura. Even if they appear in large numbers, that's not unheard of. But abominations are different. They can't occur naturally. They can only be created intentionally by someone. As the abomination gets inside the wall, Kasha and everyone get shocked to see this horrible scene. Tons of zombie crawls out from the stomach of the abomination. This scene makes Kasha recall the memories of the past. The memory of that day remains vividly clear. The day, Everrain. Family is declared traitors, and in the middle of the street, Kasha's father is executed by the Emperor's orders. That was the end of Everrain. However, at that dying moment, Everrain's head wished for the safety of the son who escaped. Kasha was present there at that time. He remembers clearly the sound of the blade that severed his father's neck. The head rolls and comes towards his feet. Kasha looks at the head with scared eyes and hears a voice. It was his father's vice. His father tells Kasha to restore the Everrain name and avenge his unjust death. As Kasha was lost in the past, in the meantime, the abomination caused huge damage. Everything is on fire. Fortunately, the abomination stopped moving, and there are no casualties. The abomination is charging itself for the next attack. The soldiers decide to attack now, but they are busy as the zombies are flooding through the cracks that the abomination has made. In the meantime, the monster awakens again. Seeing the scenario, Kasha figures out a way that can save him. Even if the abomination attacks, he can use his comrades as a bait and escape alive. In every moment of danger, Kasha always ran away. He told himself that he has to survive to rebuild his family. While he is hesitating to act, the abomination attacks. This time Kasha didn't run. He chose to fight. He takes the spear and rushed to attack. He thinks that all this time he ran away was because he is weak. Kasha uses Dark Soul 23 form and attacks the abomination. The attack was successful. It blows away the head of the abomination. Seeing this, the soldier gets happy and praises Kasha that he took down that kind of monster with a single blow. Kasha stands on the corpse and orders his team not to let their guard down. However, at that moment, a spear appears from the corpse and attacks Kasha. Kasha couldn't avoid it and gets pierced. The abomination starts to revive. Kasha is still alive. He tells everyone not to panic and head to the tower. Kasha is in his last moments as the abomination points at him and starts to launch a beam attack. In the last second, Jan arrives. He saves Kasha by cutting the beam and the abomination's head. Jan lands Kasha safely and give him a potion which is used in emergency cases. Jan then tells Kasha that he has done a great work, so for now he can rest and leave the rest to them. Kasha quickly drinks the potion. He thanks Jan for this. He warns Jan that the monster has regeneration ability. Jan says there is nothing to worry, as the monster won't regenerate anymore. Kasha asked, how is he here, as he was on a mission up north? I came straight here as soon as the mission ended. I couldn't just sit still after hearing you were in danger, Jan says. His words moved the hearts to the soldiers, and they start to cheer for him. This is Jan's strategy, to make people trust in him. The soldiers then asked Jan about the number of his force. Jan says that his rescue team has 5 people. Hearing this, everyone gets confused. They feel like they have been abandoned by the Empire. Kasia stops them and said that the quantity doesn't matter, what really matters is the quality of the force. Kasia only said that to stop the unrest. But now it's clear to him that the instructor commander never intended to save them. He also thinks that Jan has fallen out of favor with the instructor commander too, which is why he ended up here. At that moment, the abomination ambushed Jan. He dodges it so swiftly that the rest of the soldier thought that the abomination missed. Jan guessed that it won't die. Even he cuts its head into pieces. The abomination attacks continuously, and Jan dodged them all. Everyone thought that the abomination has gone mad, that its aim has worsened. However, it seems Kasia has grasped it, that Jan is the one who is dodging all the attacks by a hair's breadth. The abomination stops attacking, and tons of zombies rushed out of its stomach. Jan uses the Dark Soul 16th form, Swift 1000 slash, and cuts all of them into pieces. The Solfi are mesmerized to see this scene. After that, the abomination starts to crumble away. This is due to Jan's sword, Astalon, which cuts off magic energy. Seeing Jan single-handedly taking out the abomination, everyone is in awe and shouts to cheer him. Later, a soldier from the Eastern Gate comes and tells Kasia that reinforcements has arrived. Roman and Cruel is in the east. Lorena and Shirley is in the south. They swiftly kills all the zombies, saving all the soldiers. Kasia is impressed to see the growth of them. Especially, he is mesmerized by Yan's growth. He thinks that there is no way he can compare him with Jan. Kasia then orders Squad 1 to head towards east and Squad 2 towards south. Seeing this, Jan thinks Kasia is impressive. Even though he must be shocked, he calmed the team down and guided them efficiently. Jan smiles and thinks he would be quite useful. Jan then tells her to gather the wounded, as they will be escaping soon. Jan takes out an artifact and tells Kasia that they will be escaping with this. This is a portable wrap gate, a mobile gate designed by the magic scientist Isaac. When Jan and Lorena were arguing with Viscount Jaron, the rest of them had stolen it from the Viscount's office. Seeing this, Kasia says that this a warp gate for personal use. It needs an insane amount of magic energy to move this many people. Jan tells him that he has plan ready for this, but it will need a bit of time to charge it. Jan tells Kasia to start by moving the injured and stalling for time, so they can evacuate one group at a time. Kasia gets to work. At that time, Momon appears, but she is in a bad shape. Every time she gathers mana, Jan sucks it out. Jan thanks her for helping him. While the two to them are taking, a sudden tremor occurs. Jan, Cruel, Roman, and Lorena noticed it. The ground starts to shake and burst open. From them, abominations come out and starts to march towards the castle. The whole area gets filled with a disgusting magic energy. Momon seems to grasp whose energy is this. She tells Jan that it's here, the one who orchestrated all this, the King of Corpses. The abominations march towards the castle. Jan orders his team to move in a 2-person team and scatter as much as possible. Hearing this, Lorena, Cruel, and Roman dives in to kill them. 30 minutes ago, the wrap gate is ready. Jan tells his team that they will evacuate others before they escape. However, the issue is that they don't have that much time in their hand. With the death aura, the abominations and undead reinforcements are heading their way. If they can't stop the abominations up front, they will be completely overrun by the undead army behind them. Jan orders Roman, Larina, and Cruel to hold off the abominations. Jan also tells that he has set up things in a way that when they kill the undead, the death aura released will be converted to charge the warp gate's magic. So to activate the gate, they have to kill the abominations and let it absorb the death aura. Jan orders Cheryl to stay at the gate and evacuate the team members. As they are about to move, Kasha tells Jan that he wants to fight with them too. Kasha requests Jan to let him fight, as if he goes back empty-handed, his evaluation will plummet. He needs to earn merit here if he wants to rebuild his family. Hearing this, Jan permits him to fight along. Jan then gives bottles of holy water and tells his team to coat their weapons with this. Before leaving, Jan says, "You guys don't have to kill every abomination, just hold them off. I'll finish things up myself." Roman asked, "Where is he going?" "The one controlling the undead army from behind. The one radiating that death aura. As long as that guy exists, the undead will keep reviving. I'm going to take him out," Jan says, and jumps of the wall. Back to the present, Roman uses his first and body-strengthening techniques to kill the abomination. Larina comes to aid him with her soul snow techniques. On the other hand, Cruel uses his saw-like blade to cut through the abomination. Kasha is with him, aiding him with his blade dance technique. After beheading the abomination, blood gets into Kasha's eye, and he stands to remove it. In that moment, the abomination's arm turns into a worm and tries to swallow him. But Cruel kicks Kasha out of the way, and himself gets swallowed alive. Kasha thinks that Cruel is dead, however, gets cuts. The abomination's arm with his spinning fang technique and gets out unharmed. Cruel tried to imbue his sword with aura like Jan, but it put a lot of stress on his body. Kasha says sorry to Cruel, as he threw himself to save him. Kasha feels guilty, as in that serious moment he was only thinking about his family and earning achievements. Cruel ignores this and tells him to tie its legs as he is going to attack the torso. Cruel raises his sword to attack and says to Kasha, "I get how you feel, because I used to be the same. But if you keep that up, Jan's going to beat the crap out of you." Seeing this change in Cruel, Kasha wonders if Jan really has changed him so much. He thinks that if he also stays beside Jan, he will change too. On the other side of the battlefield, the King of Corpses is wandering around, seeing this disaster. Seeing the dead bodies, it says that human life is too short to walk the path of arcane magic. But now, you don't need to worry. Become undead, and walk the path of arcane magic for eternity. Let us reclaim the glory of those days when we gathered at the magic tower and advanced our studies. In that instance, Jan gets there to attack him. The King of Corpses sees Jan and says, "Foolish human, your attacks won't work on me." However, as Jan attacks, he cut the monster into half. The King of Corpses is known as Lich Amon, one of the 5 calamities of the Empire in the future. As the Lich gets cut, he shouts, "Bahamut," and says, "I found him, the one who destroyed the tower and slaughtered all the juniors." Jan wonders why the Lich is mentioning the founding emperor's name. The Lich turns into a more powerful being and says, "I will kill you. Everything related to Bahamut will die."